So no one person given a COVID-19 vaccine is part of a clinical trial. So it's not experimental. Hi, it's Dr. Emily Isham from Rare Cancers Australia again. I'm going to start addressing the COVID myths and misconceptions that are circulating. And today I'm going to start with the one that I've heard so frequently, is that this vaccine or these vaccines are experimental and we don't have any long-term data. So all vaccines, including the COVID-19 vaccines, and particularly the two we have here in Australia, have passed through phases 1, 2 and 3 trials before being approved, even for the authorization for emergency use. So no one person given a COVID-19 vaccine is part of a clinical trial. So it's not experimental. The data that we get from those trials are analysed by academics and scientists in peak medical and advisory bodies and government health officials. And they only give approval for it to be rolled out if it's passed every single safety check and the data is comprehensively showing benefits that outweigh risks. All the companies, Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, have had experience in vaccine development before these COVID vaccinations were produced. So Johnson & Johnson received approval for the Ebola vaccine in July 2020. So some people say Johnson & Johnson haven't had experience. They have. Moderna has been leading the way in developing mRNA technology. So they joined with Pfizer to develop their vaccines, and they've developed it prior for both this COVID-19 vaccine and previous vaccines. So this mRNA technology that we've heard about for the Pfizer vaccine has actually been in development for over a decade. So though we don't have long-term data on these particular vaccines that are less than a year old, we've got some data on mRNA technology. And vaccines with similar technology as the AstraZeneca vaccine have actually been around for decades with no long-term consequences. Vaccine ingredients like the mRNA are cleared from the body very, very quickly, within 72 hours. The mRNA technology, like I said, because it's been around for over 15 years, we've been able to see that there are no long-term consequences at microscopic level of this technology being used in the body. Because it's cleared so quickly, it just helps your body develop an immune response. We also lack long-term data on the disease for which these vaccines are designed for, COVID-19. We don't know what's going to happen in a decade after people have had COVID-19. That's much more of an unknown than the vaccines. What little data we do have about COVID-19 suggests the possibility of long and lasting effects in severe cases of COVID-19. Long COVID, we've heard a lot about in the media, causes extreme fatigue, loss of smell, long-term exercise intolerance, muscle aches and pains, concentration problems, heart weakness, and lots of difficulty mobilising and getting back to previous capacity. To me, it seems like it's an obvious choice between choosing to potentially get COVID-19 or getting a vaccine. As I explained previously, both the Pfizer and the AstraZeneca work by showing your immune system that same spike protein that the coronavirus has, so it can look at it and remember it for the next time it's actually exposed to the virus. And then the vaccine ingredients actually cleared from the body within 72 hours. So it doesn't actually have any lingering presence in your body, but it does have the good effects of priming your body and priming your immune system for next time it encounters the virus. So then your immune system can attack it right away and you don't get as sick. I hope that that's explained a little bit more for you. Whilst these COVID vaccines haven't been around for a very long time, the technology has. So please rest assured that these vaccines are safe and they've passed through all the appropriate phases of trial that they needed to. All right, I'll see you next time.